Clothing designers and retailers, listen up. I get this question about protecting a phrase or a slogan all the time. If we haven't met, I'm Attorney Jones, an intellectual property attorney that likes to help small businesses protect their brands through trademarks by teaching them through questions like this one. The question is, can you protect a phrase or a slogan for apparel? So let's say I came up with the slogan, big brands, big bands. Can I then take that slogan and put it on the front of a t-shirt and sell it and prevent anybody else from selling clothing that says big brands, big bands? If I do it like that, no. Remember, trademarks are brand identifiers, and so they are intended to protect businesses who are trying to sell goods or services and identify themselves with their brand identifier using a name or a slogan or a logo. A catchy phrase is not a brand identifier until it is. Let's use the Nike brand, for example. We're all familiar with Nike tennis shoes, clothes, apparel, commercials, everything. And when we hear the phrase, just do it, we know exactly who is just telling us to do it, Nike. Why? Because that slogan is a brand identifier. We know what we're getting, who we're getting it from, what they're known for, and all the other details about that particular brand and company. Now, what if the general public gets to know big brands, big bands as the slogan that represents the best trademark attorney in these United States? And I had a registered trademark for legal services. I can put that slogan on anything I want, my promotional material, t-shirts, pins, my website. But I cannot get a trademark for it in the apparel area, right? For clothing, shoes, hats, and shirts until it becomes a brand identifier as big brands, big bands, the clothing apparel. Another option is to name your apparel brand after whatever slogan you want. So if I got out of the intellectual property attorney business and decided to start my big brands, big bands clothing line, I would name my clothing line Big Bands, Big Brands, but I would also be able to put that on the front of my shirt or apparel. But remember, when shoppers are looking for you and they're looking for your brand, they're going to look for big bands, big brands in the same way that they would go into a store and look for Ralph Lauren, for example. And even if I don't put that slogan on the front of my brand shirt, that is still my brand name. The intent of trademarks is not to be able just to protect general slogans from other people using it. So I personally like to walk clients through what they are really trying to protect when they think they are protecting their slogan.